Welcome to another episode and video on my Arduino Yun with Linux, USB storage, fischertechnik, motor with propellers and a phototransistor activated by a lamp and more electronics. Focus is for now on mostly how to generate data to be imported into a mathematical program called Octave, and if time permits also how to regulate the lamp so it shines on the transistor in some way. First of all, I want to test the whole circuit. Does everything work the way it should? And to do that, I have to give some input via the keyboard, via an SSH terminal, and then see if things really work when I use these two potmeters. This one is for this motor, this one is for that motor. So let me give some input. And then if everything works nicely and the motor increases in speed and decreases in speed, LED burns. Now this one. And this goes less, and still a little bit unexplainable why this happens. So also let me try to diminish the speed. Also not really working. This one is for the other motor. And well, since I have now tried to do the potmeters, let's try an LED, although I would block the whole LED where it is about, right here. Let me do it anyway. Yeah, it gives a small short flash. This one would be more visible. Provided that it actually does something. Anyway, that is for testing, and it seems that everything actually does work. Data has gone again, I have to keep in mind. So let's try again. Yes, as long as there is data fed in the terminal, this works. And these are very small short flashes, but it works. Then back to Octave, which is here on the Yun and USB flash drive, thumb drive, whatever you call it. And last time I ended with the problem that it has a syntax error. And this time I want to find out what it is, because with the syntax error I'm not going to be any further. So let's see why the syntax error actually exists. Right, and a short recap. Last time I ended with the fact that there is a syntax error from the last time imported data log file on output value 1, which shows syntax error. Why? I don't know yet, but last time I had to cancel some stuff with spaces. I had to remove all spaces because it didn't like that. Ever since, what did I do? Well, if I look here, output value 1, that is one of the headers. And this is the first header, and Octave is an interpreted language. So if it has a problem here, it probably has a problem here as well. The question is, why does it have it anyway? It doesn't show it here, neither does it have it here. So looking at these values, I would not guess that there can't come a value behind a character string or something like that. But why is the syntax error there anyway? Looking at the code again, right here, it is one string from here to here. Looking further, these are put in two strings. Here, one more string. So I really should take a look at the way Octave expects strings. And I assumed that it is some kind of stuff according to C, but that is something that I should look into. I probably make a mistake there. So better to take a look now at how data goes with tabs, for example. And then it gets confusing because I found on Stack Overflow a very good forum, loading text data in Octave with specific format, which is exactly what I need. Then two answers are given. One is data is load, etc., etc. Nice. Here something else says, but it uses Python instead of C, which tells me to use MAT as an extension, save MATLAB, which I haven't done. And the question is, can I do it from C? I have no clue, but let me try this one again, because as you can see I have here done several things including import data, and that didn't work the way I thought it should be done. So let me see if I did make a mistake here somehow. Import data function, oops, not here. And it says import data, how to use it, and that didn't work for me. So let's say A is load, and then minus ASCII and data log dot text, primarily because this one uses text as well. No. Yeah, here. Let's see how this works out. Inconsistent number of lines. Okay, let's use M. Filtering matrix. This is exactly what I had previously. And let's go here. I get this. So I am nowhere near a solution yet. Which raises the question, if I go here, is this correct? Should I use a MATLAB file, a data file, whichever? Should I include something right here? Some very good questions. I won't be the first one to do it, considering the fact that there's a complete forum about it. But how long does it take? And for that I need to dive into it a bit more. So let me do that. Well, after a lot of research, but probably still not enough, I have come to the conclusion that things are not as simple. First of all, what I'm doing here is on the Yun, and there I have to use file system begin, bridge begin. These libraries are meant to, from the Arduino side to the Linux side, open a data log. And the data log is then accessible here. And not only accessible from here, it is accessible from my network, from this computer as well. So I can secure copy the data log and to hopefully one time make accessible here. And you can find here that I have done some more attempts. However, the page that I found on the internet on Octave storage and reading stuff into Octave says, well, use a separator. That I do, because I use a tab as separator. But it says another thing which I didn't get quite as fast, but it says by all means don't use string for data. And what do they say for saving stuff from Arduino to data? Use string. So that combination, which is of course contradictory, makes it not as easy to do anything with this. I still haven't found out, by the way, what is wrong with let's say this problem Why is this a problem? I do not know. But it can read it, although not fully, understandably. Well, or maybe not understandably, but at least it can read what is in it. Apart from that, how do I continue with this? Also, from Python they make an array, write it to some kind of a MAT file, MAT, which is native to MATLAB and Octave. Alright, but how to do that from here when they give information and a setup that doesn't work like this, apparently. And to once again modify everything that I have here, I'm not so sure. Can I, for example, skip these two and use only this one? Or, for example, use only this one? Because I still don't know what the error on 1 is. But maybe just this, who knows? I can try. Let me try it. And since I have another one right here, I can just try out and see whatever happens. So let's just by all means do that. And here everything gets quiet now. Uploading, as you can see. Alright, then I log in again. I have to do something. Then, very important, remove anything that's in there. Then, give some data. Then, SCP root and now wait for this to end. Yes, thank you. So now I should be able to, or am I? There's nothing in it. Really? Okay. Oh, there is. Alright. Do not implement it. And what about M? Okay, there is data in it. And oh, really? It still has the 1 behind it. How about that? Okay. So, remove data log dot asterisk. Again, some more. Okay, few things. And still not in there. How can that be? Oh wait, I make a mistake. I should have done it here as well. So I have to upload again. And this takes time, but I don't mind about that right now. So again, remove everything. Start again. Just some data. And here we are. Now things are the way they are expected to be. Just wait a little bit until this is finished again. And then see whatever. Yes, okay. There we are. Octave. And now I'm very curious what's going to happen. Now this one. Not. Okay, that is too bad. Anyway, I tried, not working. In time left, I'll concentrate on a different subject. So now to the second focus of the episode, which is phototransistor and lamp. This. Originally, this red wire was connected to the same input as for this motor. No longer. Let's go to the schematics. This is the lamp. This is the phototransistor. This is to here. This is going to change. And why? Simply because it gets its power now from the mains, which is here. And here is easier to draw than here or here. So there you go. Let's save before things go wrong. And this gets now a constant voltage of 5 volts. You would argue that's enough. But is it? I am not quite sure. The input is A4. And I already did check, yes, it is A4 also here. So for the oscilloscope, this is power to the lamp, and this is the signal for the transistor coming from the transistor. Let's give it some output, or whatever it may be. Phototransistor 13, 16, 15 watt, and it's not false. If I turn this one into something more likely. Alright, that's enough input, and I make this (1/10 of a volt). So this is quite unlikely. This is 2/10 of a volt for a whole cell. So no, I have my doubts on the effectiveness of a phototransistor with this value. More like 16 millivolts or something. And why does it have two lines? Why does it have two lines at all? It says here phototransistor. Ah, here it says it as well. Alright, I need to change this one. If, within which if does this go? Okay, sense value. Okay, I need to change this to make sure. Okay, now it's clear. You have one and the other. So let's upload once more. But I don't think it will make very much of a difference. Okay. And oh, I didn't expect that to happen. Still the same. Still the same value. How about that? Phototransistor. That's this one now. But it shows twice. Really. Anyway, a value too low to really notice on the oscilloscope. Oh well. And with that, it's time to say goodbye. Well, data USB storage still has to be figured out. That may be clear. How to put it in such a way into a file readable by Octave that I don't get those syntax errors, that I don't get format errors, whatever. And somehow a lamp that gets 5 volts and doesn't get to trigger, visibly at least, some input from a transistor, although I might remove this resistor and then see what happens. Why didn't I get that idea earlier? Anyway, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Very much appreciated. You can also follow me on Twitter. Retweet, like and leave a comment. You can also follow me on Instagram. Like and leave a comment. Please donate to keep videos coming to you. You can also become a patron and have your name mentioned as producer, supporter, just on my website, or depending on the pledge you make, on my website, as well as my videos. Much appreciated, but up to you. And this is, of course, going to be continued. Once again, thank you for watching. Bye bye.